Hi folks, Cosmo Designs here. This is part 4 of the Hobby Boss 1/32nd scale B-24D Liberator build. So as you can see, more work has been done to the interior, but we are nowhere near finished the interior. There is still another, I would say, 2 to 3 pages yet in the instruction book even of what to do on the interior. But I thought it's a good time to stop and show you what we've done before we get too far ahead of ourselves and I end up forgetting something. So anyhow, let's just have a look here and show you what we've done. Now, obviously, you know, this part right here, I'm going to call it the middle section, I guess you can say, not the side walls, is not glued in. I just thought we'd throw that in there for this shot just to kind of give you an idea of what it, will end up looking like. But it's almost reminiscent of the, I think it was, what was it, the 172nd submarine there. I built a submarine anyhow where you did the interior. It was a private build. I didn't do any videos, but with all the different compartments and stuff. And this is very reminiscent of that. It's just, full of different walkways and compartments. You can go up, you can go through. It just reminds me very much so of that. Let's just leave it there. But yeah, it's definitely coming along. Now, obviously, I'm adding my own things to this, as well as using the parts from the kit, right? So things like I'm adding is this stuff right here from Master Details. Some oxygen hoses, different bottles, things like that, just to add a little bit more life to it. And I'm going to show you on this side right here. As you can see, there's the hose right there, the different oxygen bottle. Now this model calls, like, they give you a big oxygen bottle right here. The detail is a little less than perfect. I was just going to leave it there. Now, if you're just buying this model, building it out of the box, perfect. You're going to have a good kit. But the one that goes here, I didn't think the detail was all too nice, and I wanted to change it up a bit. So that's why I threw that little guy right there. Changes it up, and I think it looks nice. Now, the fire extinguisher, I can't remember what set that comes from, but I thought I'd throw that in there. These big oxygen bottles, that actually does come with the model. It just takes a little time to, more so sand, I guess, just to get away that seam line away, right? As you kind of still have one there. But the way it sits in the plane, you're not really going to notice it all too much. And to color it, I just use the TS34, they're the camo yellow, and it looks pretty decent. I'm not too sure if the camera's picking it up, but now that we're getting all these different colors and things in there, the interior color is starting to look a little more accurate. The camera's starting to pick it up a little better. Not 100%, but I hope you're starting to see now the interior color a little better. Now, also too, these little pieces right there, that's from Edward. Now this is from the B-17 sets, some B-25 ones. I have extra, but these things right here. So you can use the B-17 sets, and they just go right there. They actually have almost like they're pre-marked for them, but you can paint them. But you know what? I have so many extras. I thought, it's a perfect place for those. So if you're looking right here, that's actually in real life. They put almost like a wood paneling either over top, or it's just wood paneling. And that is just using scrapbook paper right there. And what I've done is I made little templates like that. I put them over top. Actually, I left one out. Right? So I just made little templates like this. Actually, that's backwards, but you just have to make one and just flip it over. I just made little templates, and then I put it over top of the paper, kind of like that. Obviously, where there's no writing. I cut it out, and then it kind of gives you that wood grain look. You could paint it, but I find that this has a little bit more realism to it. And I did that for the ammo boxes as well, as you can see right there. And I just find that's a little more real looking. Also too, if you look right here, the support arms for the ammo as well, that does not come with the model. You have to do that yourself if you want to get that involved. So there, you can see it there. And of course, there's the first aid kit that's from Edward as well. But yeah, those support arms that's holding up the actual ammo box, you have to make that yourself. So yeah, like it's definitely a lot involved. There's still way more to come. Like in the cockpit even, obviously I got more pieces to put in here, oxygen hoses, things like that. Even in the bomb bay, there's like lights to put in. I'm not going to put in real lights, but the simulated lights, you know, hosing, all sorts of things. I did close this up just to test it with this in there. And the only fit issue I had was kind of right about here. It didn't want to close up. Now, when I say didn't want to close up, there's just a slight little gap. So I'm sure I'll be able to figure that out, no problem. Nowhere near the fit issues I had with HK models. But I'm sure I'll be able to work with it, no problem. And I'm sure the fit issues I had was because none of this is glued in at all, right? This is kind of loose. I'm kind of trying to hold it and balance it because none of this is glued in. So still no concerns. So yeah, it's definitely coming along. And another thing too, I guess I should mention, when I did have this closed up and I looked through the window, you see all this detail. So another plus for doing all this detail, and especially in the nose, right? When I looked in through the nose, especially it being so wide, you're going to see like the navigator's table and all the rest of it. You will see down into the cockpit because of, the greenhouse, so to say, thing. You see right down into it. The only details that you kind of somewhat see because you're looking through here is a little bit into the radio room, but not too much. But whatever, right? And then, of course, in here, it's a dead space, right? This is actually a huge support arm is going to be in here. So that's fine. And then we still haven't quite decided whether this is going to be on its wheels or display stand. That decision is going to have to be made very, very soon. So there we go. Work continues. And I guess the next time you see it, it'll have the rest of the interior details in. And then it'll be closed up. So far, so good. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to your comments. Thanks.